In this week's Design to Move, we're going to tackle the hip and core stability by focusing on the anterior sling system. This sling system links the external oblique on one side of the body to the internal oblique and inner thigh muscles on the opposite side. You see this sling in action when you throw a ball or in striking or punching movements. Basically, this system tells us that the obliques help provide stability and mobility while walking. It's an important factor in providing the initial stability during the stance phase of walking, as well as contributing to pulling the leg through during the swing phase. Often, one-sided dominances on either the right or left side lead to decreased hip and core stability. Today we'll show you how to turn off the overactive inner thigh muscles, which contribute to a natural decrease in abdominal strength. Then we'll show you how to activate the outer abdominals, your obliques. Let's have some fun. Place your foam roller on the floor and lie on your stomach with the inside of one thigh over the foam roller and your other leg on the floor for support. Roll the front inside portion of your thigh from your knee to your groin, making sure to isolate tender spots and small side-to-side J-hook movements. Tighten your abs and maintain proper low back posture during this exercise. While kneeling, assume a lunge position. Slide your foot out to the side and place both hands on the floor in front of you. Try to straighten your knee and lean your body forward while relaxing into your hips. Keep your lower back straight. Rocking the hips forward and back should change the pull slightly to get all of the muscles on your inner thighs. Try to increase the stretch by breathing out as you lengthen. Begin by laying on your back with your feet flat on the floor, shoulder width apart, and your knees bent at 90 degrees. Place your head into your fingertips and press back gently so that your chin tucks inward. With your elbows pulled back and your shoulder blades retracted, bend through your midsection at the rib cage, rotating inward while drawing the arm into the midline of the body and upward as the opposing elbow touches down to the ground. At the same time, lift the opposing leg up and towards the chest. Make sure to breathe in as you come into the midline and out as you come back down to your beginning position. First off, you'll need a dumbbell for this exercise. Start in a sports-ready position. Split your stance, holding the dumbbell on the opposite side of the lead leg. Keep your shoulder blades retracted and your shoulders even through the whole movement. Sitting back into your hips so that you hinge forward, bring your body weight forward, pushing through your lead heel, extending through the knee and hip, creating a natural rhythmic pattern, allowing the dumbbell to swing upward and away from the body. Be mindful to press the arm down and in on the opposite side of the dumbbell as you sink into the hinge. As you sink, breathe in. As you come up, breathe out. Try your best to keep the knee tracking over the second toe on the lead leg. You'll need an exercise tube for this movement. With the tube anchored across the body, start by placing your feet slightly wider than shoulder width apart with the hips flexed and your weight centered back over your heels. Reach your arm back over the shoulder toward the band, pivoting the opposite leg inward. Push with the foot to shift your body weight to the other leg while simultaneously rotating the body to the side. At the end of the movement, the weight should be on the heel of the flexed hip with the opposite and full extension. Make sure to translate your hip to the side instead of rotating outward through the knee. If you have tight adductors on the opposite side, this may be hard for you to accomplish, so you may need to reduce the range of motion to protect the knee on the extended leg. The front side of your inner thigh muscles, otherwise known as your anterior adductor muscles, make up the bottom segment of the anterior oblique sling system. This sling functions to stabilize the hips from dropping down during walking and running. Oftentimes, your inner thigh muscles are compensatorily tight due to weakened gluteal muscles. This is especially seen, or typically seen, unilaterally or on one side of the body. This one-sided dominance can often destabilize the hips, leading to low back pain and maladaptive movement patterns. Groin strains result from the sudden lengthening of the inner thigh muscles beyond the normal length. This occurs frequently in sports that involve quick stops and starts and cutting movements such as in hockey and soccer. Inadequate warm-up, poor core stability, adductor muscle tightness, and poor technique can all predispose one to a groin strain. Lengthening the adductor muscles allows for greater excursion before stress is placed on the connective tissues of these muscles. This exercise will target your external oblique. To help emphasize the contraction in this muscle, press your heel into the ground on the same side of the body that's being rotated from. This will help to contract your glute and stabilize the pelvis so you can get a stronger action potential out of your oblique. If you notice that the opposite knee, on the other hand, is tracking out as you lift it, try your best to bring it back into the neutral position so that it tracks in line with the shoulder on the same side of the body. By switching into a staggered stance with this dumbbell swing core exercise, the musculature of your anterior sling system will be stimulated greatly. It's important that you keep a neutral posture through your pelvis and shoulders, not allowing them to tilt in or out through the entire movement. If you're unable to maintain the position, drop the weight and practice the movement unloaded. As you're able to absorb your own body weight without dissociation, add the weight back by incorporating the dumbbell. Keep your chin tucked in so that your trunk and head move as one single unit, and try not to push off the back half to create propulsion. It's very important that you lift and pivot the leg on this exercise. This will lengthen the adductor complex on the side of the body being lunged into, giving you a full stretch and strength cycle as you go through the entire movement. This will also protect your lower back. Try to maintain a fixed forward gaze tucked in the chin as you sink down into the lunge, breathing as you sink and out as you slowly control the rotation back to the beginning position. This exercise specifically targets the anterior oblique sling system by actively recruiting the inner thigh muscle on the lunge side with the external obliques on the opposite side of the body.